So I guess we'll move on to the next movie coming up on my list. So
Right.
the next one is, people talk about how there's so many remakes of Disney live action, of Disney animated films into live action. And we're getting another one. And that one is The Little Mermaid. That's right. So, um, this Little Mermaid, obviously one of Disney's best animated films, also one of the most important movies, because you have to remember the context of when it came out. When it came out, animation was pretty much dead.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the Disney movies, like Great Mouse Detective, like The Black Cauldron, had flopped. There was talks about Disney, maybe, I think it was that Disney was considering being sold to another company. And there's actually a great documentary on Disney Plus called Waking Sleeping Beauty.
Hmm.
But then there was like this perfect group of like circumstances where Who Framed Roger Rabbit was really like the spark that brought so much of it back. And what followed it up was Disney going back to what worked before. Instead of another, hey, we're gonna do Sherlock Holmes, but like a mouse version where it's really funny and comedic. They went back to the fairy tale musical with The Little Mermaid, which kicked off the Disney Renaissance. And also, Who Framed Roger Rabbit plus the Disney Renaissance. We got to have, the golden era of Warner Brothers TV under Gene McCurdy, Nickelodeon started. All this stuff
Yeah.
kind of came out during that time. We also had The Simpsons come out in 1989. I don't want to describe it. It almost feels like it was the beginning of like our childhood era.
Yeah. It was in a way the beginning of the 90s, it feels like. I don't
Yes.
know.
So it's a Little Mermaid's a very important movie for Disney's history. And I think it's one that could work in live action. I'm a little curious about, are they going to try, maybe I should look it up. I don't know if they're going to try and have like the fish or the crab talk, because that might look a little weird in live action, but
Right. I don't know. A lot of these live action ones have seemed to be like pretty accurate to like that they
yeah,
usually
I
do
think the
that
one
stuff.
that took the most change, that made the most changes. Oh yeah, so there is a someone voicing Sebastian Flounder.
Okay.
The one that made the most changes was Mulan.
Yeah.
So we have so there is also a teaser that came out for it, and it's very much, it lives up to its name of teaser, not trailer.
Yeah. It shows very
And
little.
yeah, so you've seen it then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I was
so
starting to
much
get
of it
it.
is just, it's literally like, I think it's like a minute and
Mhm.
10 seconds, and like 50 seconds of it is just panning around the water, and you see maybe a little fishtail or something. And at first you're
Yeah.
like, really? Are you going to show us anything? And then at the end, you see, is her name Halle Bailey?
Is that
I
the
think that's,
actress?
yeah, the actress who plays Ariel.
I don't know.
I think that's
Truly,
what it sounds like. Halle Berry, but it's something a little different. I think it's Halle Bailey. But
pretty cool name
yes,
if that
it's,
is it.
yeah. Starring Hale Bailey. I think it's Haley
Hale,
Bailey.
or maybe it's Halle Bailey.
Halle Bailey. That sounds more right. That's Halle
Yeah.
Bailey. It's a very rhyming kind of name.
Yeah.
And then at the end, she does a little bit of Part of Your World, and you're like, holy crap, that's Ariel right there.
Hmm.
Just like, for like almost like we see nothing. And then at the end, you're like, wow,
Yeah.
they really nailed that casting. So,
Yeah, I
I
think so
mean,
too.
let's just be honest. It's a Disney live action remake. We'll watch it one year and it will disappear. I think the
Yeah.
one that maybe had like the most impact was the Aladdin live action one. But
Hmm.
even then, it's kind of gone. Like the Beauty and the
Yeah.
Beast is gone. Everyone kind of wants to forget the Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland movie. But if it's good, we got something we can enjoy for a year before we forget about it. So
Yeah, that's kind
there's
of
that.
why I don't even like place these on my radar at all really. Like if I'm gonna have a one-time experience that like is the equivalent of like going to a play and then being like, oh, remember 5 years ago when we actually went out for, we got out of the house and we went to see freaking Hamilton or something. And it, these are just like, you go to the movies to just numb the misery in your life for one night. And
That what a description. That's something that AMC should have whenever you buy a ticket. It's like, you go to the movies to numb the painness in your life. Why not top it off with a little popcorn and butter?
yeah,
Drown your
and numb the
sorrows in a
painness in your life,
32-ounce Coca-Cola.
I mean, they literally have alcohol at movie theaters now around us. So
that's true.
Yep. You can get it brought right to you. So if you're too
Isn't that nice?
miserable, yeah. I always feel weird doing that though. One time it did where I got like nachos brought straight to me or something, but it feels very weird.
I mean, I haven't done it, but
yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's something that people go see because it's like, oh, it's look, it's the Little Mermaid. Go
it's
see
more an
it.
event than it is going to a movie you'll love.
Yeah, you're not seeing something that is you're supposed to think about and reflect on its own. It's just, let's do this again.
But slightly different.
Yeah, very slightly different.
Yes. So that's pretty much all I have for the Little Mermaid live action movie.
You know what? It's like going out to see a cover band.
It's true.
It's like, yeah, I'm not really going to see Weezer, but this band called The Sweaters is playing tonight. Maybe I'll go see them. I don't know.
Yeah. I heard a bang outside. I'm just
I know.
like,
I was noticing you look out, and I was like,
yeah, I don't know what that was, but if we start hearing sirens or something, that's gonna be again. Moments like these are why it's nice to have neighbors.
Yeah,
because they're the moments like that where it's like, all right.
Honestly, now that
footage.
I moved like pretty much right downtown, and I hear so many like mysterious noises all the time. And at this point, I just kind of go, hope someone's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just slap a Band-Aid on it.
Gotta get used to it. Yes. Anyway, anything else on The Little Mermaid?
No, I think that's pretty much it for The Little Mermaid. I will say it's kind of like when you go to Disney World and they have like the mascots perform Beauty and the Beast. It's like it's just something to see. Just something to do.
That's actually a good, yeah. It's a show it's a performance you saw while you're at Disney World, and it exists at that moment and then never again.
Yes.